minute.
Yeah.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10. Hey.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I wanna know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Let's go. Guard me. I ruin their plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Come on, set.
100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up with their neck and the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with ammo. Stay on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable.
Ready.
Shot. I got all the intangibles. Need to reach some of these. I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like an animal. Know the game like a roller coaster. I can see what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Tears, tears is glorious. I remember when they all be out. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I got me. Dance, jump in the stand.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's
Guard me. I ruin their plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call us up making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
55. Check.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Titans are going to start this. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And just no chance. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Draw play. This is Martin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, they're 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Martin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The numbers on the ground for Martin a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Ready up. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
On the ground, Richard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Martin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Switch up, switch up. Jim, 80 weapons, 80 weapons.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's Williams on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Back to throw.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Check. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Then he finds his man Griffin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll look to throw here. Got him in. It's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. If you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start right here in Florida. The LA Chargers flying east to take on Jacksonville. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Phillip Rivers slinging it. 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Trent Taylor, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Deshaun Watson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Martin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They run again on first down. Martin. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Martin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Back to throw here. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Luke Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. Martin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And a pass complete to Ryan Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. His throw at about the 5. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! It's their quarterback. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now he's going to... And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Back to throw now on first down. This one to Foster Moreau, the rookie from LSU. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll drop to throw. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. On second down, Martin. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Doug Martin. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Here we go. Set. 50. Play. 59.
They start the drive with Martin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Caught by Wilson. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat
People watch I eat now. Like, how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week. Red!
They showing me love for my city. Gangs and hippies. Moving like they know what I'm about. I'm not this stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I put Jackson and hard. The homie coming from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the world. I'm worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me.
Let's go. Ready.
And on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk.
Come on, set.
Take it higher, that's a God. And on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, clip it.
Let's go.
Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
Set, hut. 8, ready, go.
Determination, laser focus. Banging on they
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a freak, my animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. Slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. It's standing by to call the action. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a day for celebration in the East Bay. It is, for all intents and purposes, the final chapter of what has been a great era of football here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in riding high. Just one loss in their last. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10-2, son. What happened?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a completion to Wilson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the possession is theirs at the... The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Blue dot focus, blue dot.
He'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Richard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They're going to look to throw. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. On 2nd down now. Richard, and down inside the 15 he goes. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more... And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin is a... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider 1st. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Martin. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the 2nd and 7. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he locates Luke Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Caught. It's Wilson. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They'll run. Martin. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 30. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. 2nd and 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception. Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Charles, we saw a lot.
And New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mom.